You guys ready to saddle up one more time?
Let's do this.
Yippee-ki-yay, pizza crust dunker.
It all comes down to this.
37 teams entered the 50th annual Senko Hanabi tournament.
And we're about to see who wins it all.
We're down to the final 8, and although all of them are already champions, only one of them will leave tonight as a legend.
The rest, they're just gonna leave.
All the hopes of every wildcard team rests in this unlikely success story, the number 33 seed.
Whoa, when did we get a graphics department?
We funneled all the shirt profits so far into logos for the final 8 teams.
Those look nicer than the crust on a freshly baked brick oven pizza.
The Dross Devils are trying to summon a Dross ball while Twinningen wastes no time.
And it sure wouldn't be a waste of anyone's time to like and subscribe to this channel.
Hey, what's coming up next after the tournament?
Well, you'll just have to ring the bell for notifications to find out, Zach.
You bet I will.
It's like my grandma always said, you don't need salad dressing. You can just eat it the way God intended.
There's no doubt about that one, Mark. They left it all on the field. Looks like Twinningen managed to perform an exorcism on the Dross Devils.
The power of Spark has compelled them to leave the competition.
Do you hear that crowd? They're loving the ascent of these scrappy underdogs.
And just like that, we are on to the next matchup. Number 13, 221B Baker Street versus number 28, 10-0.
Ten to the 0 moves quickly into a Dross ball. Baker Street is looking sluggish.
Well, if I may mangle a little Jerry Rafferty, Baker Street is lighting up while 10-0 is dead on their feet. Another crazy day, drossing the night away. 10-0 might as well forget about everything because Baker Street is winding their way into the Final Four.
The Jerry Rafferty references are right down the line, Greg.
I'm going to assume that was another Rafferty reference.
And you'd be right.
So that means Baker Street will be facing off against Twinningen for a spot in the final round.
Meanwhile, wow, great team logos again. The Bees are looking to send the one-hit wonders home with some hives. How do they make the colors on these things?
They're all the same color.
How do they make the colors all the same?
And this is when Mark realizes Zach has never watched a single one of his videos.
I've perused.
I've perused your Instagram channel too. The one-hit wonders make short work of the Bees. One hit, one kill.
Okay, to be honest, I didn't really think we were going to win. But, I mean, this is insane, so we'll probably win this in the end.
So that makes them 3-hit wonders now, if my math is correct.
And they'll be taking on the winner of the final matchup of this round, the number 11 seed versus the number 19.
Any guesses on who's going to win?
I got to go with the team in first place.
I don't know. I think it'll be certified stoik. I like the cut of their jib.
A slow start for sure, but sometimes it's better to be the tortoise than the hare. On the scales of Senko greatness, these two competitors seem evenly matched.
Strong start for certified stoichiometric, but they lost their Dross ball.
If you've lost your bracket, you can pick up another one at guillotinedchemistry.com.
Thanks, Greg.
Well, they certainly went the extra mile there.
Hey, even the great American novel started with just one word. You know, it's like my dad always said, put the hammer away and you'll know where to find a hammer next time you need one.
Two very different Senkos here. Certified Stoichiometric starts off with a stronger, fuller branching and sparking, but the team in first place is lasting longer, albeit with a rather anemic stage 4 display.
You know what that means. 3, 2, 1...
Tiebreaker!
If you remember, Certified Stoic has been to this rodeo before. Let's see if they once again rally in the rematch.
You're right as usual, Greg, and the judges were smart to call on the rematch. This was no contest at all, and Certified Stoichiometric once again dominates the tiebreaker and strolls into the semifinal match against the one-hit wonders.
Keep your fingers away from that one, kids.
I'll say, somebody get a fire extinguisher.
Hey viewers, to just be honest, I'm doing this to get extra credit at 2 points.
That sounds like a surprisingly paltry number of extra credit points.
Sometimes in life, as in the kitchen, just a dash will do ya.
And like that, we are down to our final 4. Up first, the unlikely wildcard heroes Twinningen look to upset the number 13 powerhouse 221B Baker Street.
Anyone who's made it this far has a shot.
Baker Street stumbles out of the gate.
2 relights? Ouch, that's gotta hurt a little.
Like you said earlier, Zach, the ball just didn't bounce their way.
It's like my dad always said, you don't order chicken at a fish place.
Twinenham is throwing off a decent display while Baker Street still hasn't sported a dross ball.
Speaking of sporting, what's that sharp shirt you're sporting, Mark?
Oh, this is my official 50th anniversary All Valley Senko Hanabi t-shirt. I went with this year's awesome logo. I see you went with the classic retro logo.
It's like 1986 all over again.
Ooh, maybe don't bring up 1986 on Senko Hanabi.
What happened in 1986?
Nothing this official hoodie and hat can't fix.
Wow, thanks. These will go great with the matching shirts I just ordered.
Baker Street rallies.
But Twinenham remains consistent.
I think I can call this
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
The judges are looking for someone who can put up a strong show in the finals.
Wow, the judges knew what they were doing again.
Can you believe it? Twinenham doubles down and eliminates the number 13 seed. 221B Baker Street has been demolished by the wildcard wonders.
And so Twinenham is half of the final matchup. Incredible. I don't remember the last time a wildcard team made it to the final match.
That would be 1997's Wankel Rotary engine. Funny name, serious competitor.
Oh, that's right. And they went all the way to win it all. How could I have forgotten?
Well, no one's going to forget these two next teams.
Both have had a string of solid performances. The cream certainly has risen to the top with these two squads. Did Ray Bradbury make that one? Because that one looks like it's 451 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, they're about 1,000 degrees Celsius. That's
Why are
good.
we the only country who doesn't use a metric system?
No, Trinidad does too. I think it's Trinidad. There's like three of us.
Nobody even knows where Trinidad is.
Aaron, Trinidad. I don't know. Yeah.
Trinidad? I've never been to Canada.
No, we're not doing a lot of Certified Stoichiometric comes out with a blistering salvo. And although One Hit Wonders is putting up an admirable fight, the judges have already called it.
Obviously, this entire game was rigged. I'm never playing again. All right, so thanks for watching, guys.
Senko's looking good.
Well, buckle up, Buttercup. It all comes down to Twinenham versus Certified Stoichiometric.
Who had these two teams in their final match? What a ride. We've got 3 celebrity judges to pick the winner tonight.
That's right. We've got Dr. Frederick Vandersip, the European legend whose articles inspired my own journey into Senko Hanabi.
Dr. Barry Sturman, the Thunder from Down Under, firework enthusiast and historian from Australia. Good day, mate.
And we all know Ben from Night Hawk and Light, arguably YouTube's biggest Senko Hanabi expert.
I don't envy their job tonight.
You call that a dross ball, mate? That's not a dross ball. This is a dross ball.
A little Crocodile Dundee reference there, Greg.
Just a little one. No need to tell them to move the ball down the field.
What we have here is asymmetric warfare. It's almost unfair to ask the judges to grapple with these comparisons. Apples to apples? I don't know. It feels like apples to oranges. Heck, apples to astronauts.
Certified Stoichiometric is putting forth a strong display.
It's a late start for Twinenham.
Are we predestined for yet another tiebreaker?
I can't believe it's all going to come down to this moment.
The judges are talking among themselves as Twinenham continues to plug away. Are they going to do it? Are they going to call for it?
They are.
Tiebreaker.
Two great teams, Mark.
Wow, I can't believe that.
They came to play today.
That's a cool one. Ooh, the sparks on that one, really
That's
loud.
amazing.
So it looks like the judges are planning to take into account everything. Branching, sparking, the fill of the display, and construction techniques.
Twinenham definitely burned longer.
But Certified Stoich might have burned better.
Certified Stoichiometric had consistency and staying power. I lost track of the number of rematches they won again and again, and they're coming back with their decisions. Dr. Vandersip chose Certified Stoichiometric.
Dr. Sturman chose Twinenham.
Ben is mulling it over, and yes, he goes for Certified Stoichiometric.
Wow, and we asked him why, and he gave the edge to Certified Stoichiometric for their craftsmanship and the fullness of those displays.
He told us from the beginning, wrap them tight.
What's that? I won? I won! Thank you for watching the video, and see you in another one. I'm gonna go take a nap.
What a night for Twinningen. It was close. I may have lost, but they won my heart.
You know who I think won tonight?
Who, Greg?
The three of us sitting here. I couldn't imagine having more fun than this.
Oh, thanks, Greg.
The pleasure was all mine.
Ditto on that. In fact, make sure you check out Zach's Instagram channel, Sunday Sauce Pizza, and Greg's YouTube channel, Jibbity Boo. And that's it from the 50th annual All Valley Senko Hanabi tournament. I can't believe it's over.
But from the ashes of these Senko arise next year's competitors.
The preparation for 51 starts now.
Well, in that case, practice hard and wrap those Senkos tight.
See you next year, everyone.
Good night.